So, I'm going to talk about the final project that I've been working on for the last 2 or 3 months, and hopefully it's an explanation that'll get to you guys. Alright, let's get started. Duelist is the main class. Okay, I shouldn't say that. Dual Driver is the class that houses the main method, but this class, Duelist, is what the project is built off of. In this class, every single method for combat, every single method needed to define the operatives of the program itself can be found in this class and in this one, Battle Royale. Suppose that's not entirely true. I need skill.java as well to dictate some of the side combat functionality. Trying to figure out how to say that. This game is a battle royale, as stated in the class battle royale. When you run the simulator, an array of duelists is created. The one created in the no parameter constructor, which is the one that's called on here, line 32 here, creates a list of 10 duelists. The first 9, commonly loaded. 5 of them are on text documents. 4, hard loaded in, using the all parameter constructor. The last one is the interesting one, and that's where gameplay begins. The no parameter duelist constructor. Here, let me find it. Oh, we're there. The duelist has, first of all, a class. You find out. The ones that come preloaded are already sort of based off of classes, but we'll get into that later. This is actually all approximating data from a real game called Fire Emblem. It's a game series, and I'd recommend checking it out. You can be a tank, a mage, a bruiser, or a slayer, and as you can see, those stats actually have values. You can be a tank, a mage, a bruiser, or a slayer, and you can primary boost life, power, speed, armor, or resistance as an IV. That is a game term. Maybe when I build out the game, I'll build IVs in. And as you can see, a complicated string of whiles, ifs, bind the entire constructor together. Skills are an interesting part of the duelist as well. You can have sweep, range counter, vantage, desperation, quick riposte, wary fighter, or a brave weapon. This is another constructor. This is usually called when you want to build multiple custom duelists. And this is indeed the one that Nino, Reinhardt, Ephraim, and Effie are programmed in. Here, so let's watch it run the simulator. First, let's go look at the code for it. Anonymous class to assist in sorting. An advanced technique, actually, that I learned from a friend of mine. Let's see. Scoreboard. And set guarding false to reset guard status. It's like a new turn. All the new turn logic goes right there. So when I build it out, we get ambient healing, stuff like that. That'll be where I put it. Set upkeep. Probably something like that. A mechanic that I take from Magic the Gathering, which is another game that I would recommend playing. Where are we at? Oh no, we skipped all the logic. All right, here. I preset a bunch of values to false, and then let's see. This is the AI part of it. When the duelist scans for threats and targets at the start of the turn, um, a valid opponent is declared as an opponent that is not the duelist originally and is still alive because attacking dead things is sad. And the duelist, yeah, the duelist ignores self and dead opponents. And let's see, um, there's some logic here that I'll have to explain by going back into the duelist class, which is why I said this is where the AI begins. That's the bulk of this program. If the duelist should target an opponent, which is a qualitative value as opposed to a quantitative, and the valid opponent status remains, or if it applies, let's go to should target. Yeah, there we go. Should target. There's an exception. So this is just a contingency I built in, uh, just in case. I saw some weird scans when I was doing the testing and run through, actually for the arrays and code tracing video. So that's where that's why that video took so long to make, because I was fixing bugs. Um, let's see. I build stats for user mitigation, opponent mitigation, and set them down here. Mitigation meaning if it's a magical opponent, you use resistance rather than armor, and if it's a physical opponent, then you use defense instead of resistance. Let's see. This is I don't remember why I did it, but this is good juju, so I'm gonna keep it in there. Let's check. I set can counterattack is just some basic algorithm for whether a counterattack would apply. It adds up like stuff like vantage, or not vantage. It would add up stuff like distant counter, whether you're ranged or melee, and whether the user has fire sweep or not, and that's where that logic comes in. So this is kind of a very piecewise program. I didn't build it in a very organized manner, but the parts kind of work together. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Wait a second. Okay, there we go. So, if the opponent is guarding, then their mitigation goes up by 6. And this also applies the guarding status. If you guard during your turn, which is something that you do when you can't do anything else, then it makes you less vulnerable in the sense that it increases your mitigation and it increases your dodge chance, which is effective during playtests that I did. It's a pretty good status to have on you. And I'm thinking of incorporating that in such a way that certain specific characters will have abilities that are programmed right into their text file that let them do something like plus 10 damage when a special happens, and specials are something that I might build into this at some point as well. Which is a shameless rip off of a game that I love called Fire Emblem. By the game. By all the games. Let's see. There's a lot of comments already telling you what's going to happen, but they're probably very hard to read on the video, so I think I'll skip to the demonstration. Alright, let's play the game. So, what's our duelist name? Let's say Tasha. The duelist type. What is she? Let's say she's a mage. I think she's a mage. Let's give her a stat boost. Let's give her speed first. Then let's give her power. And then, guys, what do you give a mage for a tertiary stat boost? What? Yeah, you have resistance, armor, and life. Res? Okay, res. There's okay. Let's just do res. All right. Let's do bonus skill. Let's say she has a brave tome. Let's watch this happen. A brave weapon, by the way, hits twice. For every time it would hit, instead it hits twice. Oh my god. Very first hit destroys Hector. Hector's one of the tankiest units, so it's good that he gets taken out. He has a decent speed, and his power is tough. And he has 52 health. 52 health, 52 power. Alright, the other characters are brawling it out. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Well, a frame attacks Tasha and kills her in one hit. That's unfortunate. Plus F to pay respects. Well, that's sad. Now we're on Ephraim's team because he's. Oh, I spoke too soon. Ephraim is barely holding on. He's below 50% health, and he's now losing points because he's been knocked out of snowballing. Ephraim's defeated. Reinhardt finishes him off. Nino's in guard status. That's really powerful. Reinhardt attacks into Nino and misses both strikes. Nino strikes twice, killing him. Power play. And Nino's the only survivor as well. So that guard status is broken. She has incredibly high speed as well. Let's look back on it. This was her stat total. 55 power, 45 speed, 15 armor, 30 resist, and 25 life. She's glassy as heck. And she had the Vantage and Brave kits, but a frame killed Tasha and then died. Well, that is unnecessarily morbid. That was my presentation on my final project. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you later when I turn in the rest of my videos. Take care.